We had hoped to conclude a Canada-style free trade agreement before the transition period ends on the 31st of December this year. But as things stand, that will not now happen. We remain absolutely committed to securing a Canada-style FTA, but there does need to be a fundamental change in approach from the EU if the process is to get back on track. On October the 15th, the EU heads of state and government gathered for the European Council. The conclusions of that council reaffirmed the EU's original negotiating mandate. They dropped a reference to intensive talks that had been in the draft, and they declared that all future moves in this negotiation had to be made by the UK. Although some attempts were made to soften this message by some EU leaders, the European Council reaffirmed those conclusions as authoritative on Friday. This unfortunate sequence of events has in effect ended the trade negotiations because it leaves no basis on which we can actually find agreement. There's no point in negotiations proceeding as long as the EU sticks with this position. Such talks would be meaningless and would take us no nearer to finding a workable solution. And, Mr. Speaker, that's the situation we now face. That's why the Prime Minister had to make it clear on October the 16th that the EU had refused to negotiate seriously for much of the last month or so. The EU had now, at the European Council, explicitly ruled out a free trade agreement with us, like the one that it has with Canada, and therefore this country should get ready for the 1st of January 2021 with arrangements that are more like Australia's, based on simple principles of global free trade. And on the negotiations, our door is not closed. It remains ajar, and I very much hope the EU will fundamentally change its position. But come what may, on December the 31st, we will take back control. And so, Mr. Speaker, I commend this statement to the House.